See, I think he's saying this stuff because he want me to say, "Oh, don't do it. I care too much about you. Don't do it. Don't do it." I'm tired of
Take me in your arms, do just what you want. You're the one I trust. I belong to you, and I'll always be around.
Hey, what's going on, fam?
Good morning.
Welcome to another adventure with
Peggy
and the Don.
and the Don.
It's been a while, fam. I did a live a couple of days ago, but Peggy was feeling a little bit under the weather.
Yeah.
How you feeling, baby?
I feel better. Not under the weather, just hurt from out there shoveling the snow. So.
Yeah, I didn't know she wanted me to tell y'all the exact specifics and stuff. But Peggy was out there playing around. Well, she came out there to help me clear the truck out so we can get out a little bit. And she was doing some shoveling. We cut out a lot of it, but she was doing some work. And she got in the house and she had to pay the price.
You got to remember when you have old bones like myself. But anyway.
Yeah.
This is just basically a check-in. How y'all doing, family? How y'all doing? How are things going?
Yeah.
Specifically to the ones who were affected by this snowstorm.
And you know what? We always say do something good for yourself and for others as well. I want to send a special thank you to the guy who runs, I think it's called Gallery Furniture in Texas. He opened his furniture store up because he still had electricity and heat. And he just started letting people in. That's the kind of thing that we would hope churches and other civic organizations would be doing and stuff. But he took it upon himself. I saw a video of him this morning walking around picking up trash from people that he let in to his furniture store and stuff.
Yeah.
So after this thing is over and everybody's gotten through this, they're going to remember that guy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So stuff like that is really, really impressive to me. I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I did not know how bad Texas got hit until I was going through TikTok. And I'm like, who would make TikToks about a storm? Like, this is nothing to laugh at. But then when I found out it was real, the first thing I did was I got on my phone and I texted because I don't know how low her battery power is or anything like that. So you guys remember my sister-in-law Felicia from Christmas. She came to visit us. Well, her and her family live in Sugarland, Texas. So I wrote her to see how they were doing, and she said, we surviving. It's a group of them, and they going from house to house, and you know, whoever has electricity, whoever has heat, whoever has food, you know, they're just combining their resources. So that was great. Like, I was glad to see that they were doing okay. Plus, she's from St. Louis, so she understands the cold weather and all of this other stuff.
Yeah. Doing that live a couple of days ago, we came with a lot of ideas about how people can stay warm. If you missed that, please go back and look at that. But we're talking about ways people can stay warm without electricity, like getting everybody into one room, using tents in the house, sealing up the doors, sealing up the windows, and that kind of thing. Even a couple candles. We talk about something like 9-day candles or 3-wick candles you can get. Candles can provide heat for a small 10 by 10 room, especially if everybody's gathered together. So go back and check that out if you haven't already seen it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like Peggy said, we want to send our thoughts and prayers out to those guys.
Yeah.
So what have we been doing for the past few days? We got that one time. The roads, I am a little disappointed in the road conditions. The roads are not to where, usually we be doing this little conversation thing in the car, going to go take a ride, go get some coffee or a little breakfast and stuff like that. But we just don't feel comfortable yet. And we know there's other people in way worse conditions, so we're not really complaining. So we're just going to sit here in the house, have a little bit of coffee and stuff, and just check in with you guys.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of decisions and stuff and discussions. I don't know if y'all noticed, but my birthday is coming up, and Peggy was trying to figure out, what do I want to do for my birthday? We saw some videos and got some ideas. You know, y'all know I used to want to jump out of an airplane for my 50th birthday. I can't see Peggy's face right now, but I know she's like, we not doing that. No, I'm not doing that. I don't have the knees.
Hey, I'm tired of saying no. I'm tired of saying no. See, I think he's saying this stuff because he want me to say, oh, don't do it. I care too much about you. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm tired of I'm tired of arguing with him about it.
I brought
Just
that up
do
to
it.
say that I no longer want to do that. I honestly do not.
See how he changed his mind when I said just do it. That's what you like. Like children, they keep begging for stuff. Then you give them what they want, then they don't want it no more.
I honestly brought that up to say that I don't want to do that. I don't want to jump out of an airplane anymore. That's just so. I was trying to think of something epic because 50th birthday. That's a big milestone and stuff. Peggy knows I've always wanted to like take an RV across the country or something like that and go do some camping. And I've always wanted to do like a train ride across the country, and I want to visit Canada and stuff like that. So we've been coming with some ideas and stuff, and we're probably gonna end up doing one of the two, either a train ride or a RV ride. Maybe probably not across the country because that costs way more than I expected. You'd have to. They charge a lot for renting an RV and stuff like that. But we're going to get out there and do something epic, or at least something good. And we're going to probably take you guys along and let you know what we're doing and stuff.
It's just hard because so many restrictions. COVID and its extra strand that it's now bringing with it. I'm just leery about going places right now. Yeah. So we did watch a video on Amtrak, and it's like it was a 14-day ride.
Yeah.
And the reason why I would be willing to do it is because you're in your own little area.
You got a little roomette, they call it?
Yeah, and like the two chairs that you sit in, like you're in an enclosed area, just you and your husband or whoever you're with. And at night, the two seats that face each other actually fold down into a twin bed, and then there's a pull down bed at the top. And it looks like we could do that because I could spray it down, I could wipe it down, I could be careful, I could be cautious, I could be all those things. And I'm thinking that's what we're going to do. I hate that we're going through what we're going through right now in the world, this pandemic. It just seems like it's never going away. But like for my 50, we had a party, and I was hoping like for his 50, we could have a party, but that doesn't look like it's going to happen. Like, I don't even want to invite people over to the house right now. And I know we're not supposed to live in fear and all of that, but you have to be sensible. So I think Amtrak is going to be the way to go for Donald's birthday. I don't know because we have other things in the works.
Exactly.
So, because we have to get back down to Savannah to see if we're going to put a contract on a home or whatever else. Like I told Donald, I was like, there's a bunch of existing homes that are beautiful.
Yeah.
So we're going to go back down there and we're going to look around to see with our real estate agent this time, because she has listings that we don't even know anything about yet. So we'll go down there and meet with her. And by the way, if you have to travel now, Southwest Airlines has a really great deal going on right now. So if you have to travel, we have to travel, and I don't want to sit in that car for 14, 15 hours anymore.
And I don't want to drive for 14 to 15 hours. Yeah, so in the last live, we had somebody said, check out the airline and flight prices and stuff like that. So I went on and checked it out and got a really good deal on a couple flights to Savannah. I read about what the kind of precautions they'll take to try to make sure the air is real circulated, HEPA filters and that kind of stuff, spacing and seats and stuff. And so I feel like it's a good, safe way to travel. Of course, I know Peg is going to make sure that our little area is cleaned off. We're going to be wearing masks on the entire time we're on the flight. And people are flying. So I feel confident enough. I feel secure enough in what they're doing to where we're going to go head back to Savannah and probably look at some pre-existing homes instead of just talking to home builders. Like Peggy said, get our real estate agent to help us out in finding our home and stuff like that. Plus, we'll be able to get down to Savannah and do some things this time. Instead of just going out there for work or, trying to find a home and stuff, we might just go to some of the restaurants we remember or the beaches. It depends on the temperature. Like April in Savannah might be pretty nice.
Yes, it is. Like, I am so glad. Like, I know the storm is bad and all, but I'm like, okay, let's go out with a bang. That's why I kept asking for snow. I'm like, I want some snow. I want to see the snow. You want to see some snow? Let me show you some snow. So we got the snow, and I'm like, this is my last winter ever in St. Louis. Thank you, God. I don't want to be here anymore. It's like sitting on your hands right now. So we just have to wait and let this thing play out. I would love to move straight into my home, but I see hotels / on-post living in my future, but I welcome it because I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We was there January 9th and people were outside playing golf. So we go back in early April. I should be able to get a couple rounds in, take Peggy out there. Peggy has gone golfing with me before, sort of. She's ridden in the golf cart and took a couple swings.
Kept the scores.
Yeah.
I don't do golf, but I don't discourage it, and I'm there. Like, so he won't have to go by himself. I'll go and I'll drive the cart, and he'll tell me where to go. It's kind of scary though when you try to go up the hill in that little cart, and you see both of us weighing it down, and I'm like, I hope this thing don't flip back.
I mean, we went golfing one time, and Peggy saw all these little signs says, "Please do not harass the alligators," or
Don't feed them or something.
Don't
like
feed
that.
the alligators.
And I'm
and
like,
stuff.
wait a minute, there's alligators out there? I'm like, oh no. So I put my phone down and I paid attention. Anything that moved, I was like, listen, I'm going to yell alligator and I'm taking off. You better try to get behind this car.
She ain't gonna leave me, fam.
You okay?
Yeah.
I'll come back if I see it safe. I'll come back and give her a ride. That would be funny to see. Lord, please don't ever let that happen because I would feel bad. But I would leave. I'm just telling you. He know who he married to.
I know exactly who I'm married to.
I'm afraid of all things animal.
What kind of things would you like to do in Savannah? You want to just go back to the beach and stuff?
I want to just find a house. That's all I want to do. I just want
This
to find
lady
a house.
has a one-track mind,
That's it.
y'all.
That's it. I just want to find a house. And I don't want to just get any house. I want to get a good house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to settle. I don't want to just go there and say, okay, this will do. I don't want a this will do house. I want a house that is my forever home. You know what I'm saying? Because after all this stuff that just happened, the wheels are turning.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I want to make sure I have preparations for, like, this just makes my prep expand because I need to have preps for extreme heat and extreme cold. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that at all. And then I thought about those hand warmers that we have. I'm like, some of those people in Texas, if they had those, that could help out a little bit because to me, on my body, when my ears, head, hands are cold, I'm no good.
Yeah.
I'm no good at all. And I'm like, we have those things, but we don't have enough of those things. So when I tell you, once we get into our forever home, we are going to kick this prepping thing up 1,000%.
See, that's the thing. A lot of things we decided not to do in this home because this is not our permanent home.
This is just...
It's that we don't want to go knocking down walls or putting in built-ins or doing some construction or anything like that because it's not our house or anything.
Yeah.
So, but when we get to our forever home, we can make any kind of decision we feel like is going to help us out in the long run and stuff. So we can install solar panels if we want to do that, or we can install backup generator systems that cut on automatically, or whatever else, water pumps in the basements or in the garages. So all kind of things that we did not do here that we wish we could do, we'll be able to do. So,
I was thinking about that too because I'm like, a lot of those people had bursted water pipes. Busted
water pipes.
Water pipes, okay. And I'm looking at my pantry downstairs and I'm like, if that had happened to us right now at this moment in time, we would have lost maybe 20% of our things.
Yeah.
We would have lost all of our toilet paper, things like that. So it makes me think, okay, what can I do? Because I want to have it, you can't have everything that you need, but I want my house to be waterproof, heat-proof, cold-proof. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want my things to be protected. Yeah. So now I have to come up with some ways. And I'm telling you, we have come up with some really good things that we will be sharing with you guys down the line. Yeah. And it's going to help out a lot. I'm hoping. Like one lady wrote us and told us, she was like, I wasn't even into prepping, but I liked y'all videos. And I went out and got a few things. And she said, If it wasn't for y'all,
Man.
we would not have survived. So when people say stuff like that to you, it makes you feel good.
Yes, boy. So we really appreciate comments like that and all the support you guys have been giving us and stuff like that. We had no idea how much this channel was growing and how much we're going to feel like family with you guys and stuff, but we really, really do appreciate it.
Yeah. My focus is my Prepper's Pantry. I'm going to expand it or extend it or whatever you want to call it.
And it's going to be stronger than ever.
Yeah, because we saw all the visuals of people's ceilings collapsing and water drip. You know how they tell you to let some water drip in your sink a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but one woman woke up the next day and her whole sink was frozen and her kitchen was flooded.
Yeah.
Even though she let the water drip. They were just not prepared.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
And so even though we will be living in the South, a warmer climate, I still want, because it has snowed a couple times in Savannah while we were there.
Yeah.
And I just, like, I'm telling I have a one-track mind. I'm not lying to you. And right now, I'm just thinking about how do I protect what we've built. Like, you don't worry about your canned goods so much. I mean, what's the most that could happen to a canned good besides the label coming off?
Exactly.
Which could be a problem, too. Like, I'm thinking about that. I'm like, what if things come off your, like I want to make little label and put them on all of my cans to say green beans or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if I'm just thinking so much. It's like I can't even sleep because I'm ready to get there, get started, and get my pantry together. Yeah. So that's where I am. But anyway, we're supposed to be talking about Donna's birthday.
No, hey, this is going to be a great one for me. Like I said, we found a great deal. Thank you for that recommendation to check out airline prices and stuff like that. Yeah. We found a great deal. We're going to end up being in Savannah on my birthday week. Don't really know if we're going to celebrate there. We might come back and do something after the fact because, like we said, the goal is to try to get the real estate agent and try to start considering some existing homes and see if we can get a look at some of those. So that's what we're going to do instead of driving around like chickens with our head cut off. And this time we're going to have the real estate agent have like 3 or 4 or maybe even more homes for us to do walk-ins.
No, we're not going to limit her. We're going to just tell her, show us what you have. Like, I don't want to put restrictions on anything. Like, I just want to tell the real estate, talk with her, let her know what we're looking for, what our needs are.
Yeah.
Because it will always only be Donna and I living in the home.
Yeah,
we have come to that decision. And so we want to make sure that we get what we really, really want. Because, again, permanent home, no more moving.
That's it. This is it for us. This is exciting. Yes.
It is.
It is exciting.
It is exciting.
I used to ask Peggy what's on her mind. I don't even do that anymore. I already know what's on her mind.
Moving.
The house and the pantry.
Yeah.
That's all. I'm telling you, boy. Maybe once we get past that obstacle, that hurdle, then maybe we can do some more stuff. But I get it. I do understand, especially when you get reminders like what's going on down there in Texas and other parts of the country. So I get where it comes from. My job is to make sure that the home and the family is secure. And so once I set that up, then we can start focusing on other stuff like my birthday. But if you've done an Amtrak train ride or something like that, let us know. Because, people put on YouTube like, oh, we had a great time and this was that and that was that. Have you ever done a Amtrak ride or anything like that? And let us know in the comments how it really was and stuff so we can try to mentally prepare. Like, what do you wish you had brought or anything like that? So that'll give us, because Peggy says, hey, she's willing to do it. She's never been big into trains, but she's going to do it for me because...
So I took a train one time with my friend Asma. Mm-hmm. We worked together at AT&T. And we took a train from St. Louis to Chicago. And that took 8 hours.
It makes no sense.
And I was just like, I'm so over it because they stop at every stop and they got to rest for, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It was horrible. So I got to get that experience out of my head and just, because the people that we watched on YouTube yesterday, they went through Colorado.
Denver, Colorado, yeah.
And the views were just beautiful. And I'm like, those are the kind of vacations we like, or that's the kind of thing that we like, just very laid back, relaxing. Mm-hmm. We can have a conversation, we can take pictures, just whatever. So those are the kind of vacations we like, relaxing. And like I said, they have the sleeping quarters, the bathroom and then you can take your showers and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, so since we can't do cruises right now, I guess this is going to be in lieu of.
Yeah.
And so it could be fun.
It is. You know, like I said, when I saw that view, I was thinking about the trains in Germany. The trains in Germany are just so well maintained and so well run. And the views driving through the mountains, riding through the mountains and stuff like that was just like the views that I saw on the train ride in Germany. So I guess I'm getting a little bit nostalgic and stuff, and I wish that Peggy was with me. I did that before Peggy got to Germany with me. So she didn't get to experience that kind of stuff. So that's probably why I want to do it for my birthday and stuff like that. So we'll appreciate any advice you guys can give us and stuff. That's all we want to do, folks, fam. We just want to come in. We want to come in and check in with you guys. Let us know that we're doing okay. We just hope all of you guys are doing okay. Thank you to all those who are helping others. I know a lot of times we're like, hey, I told y'all to prep and y'all didn't. That's your fault kind of thing. Hopefully, if you're able to help somebody else without taking away from what you provided for your family, like provide a place to sleep or something like that, if you can, please help those that you know. That don't invite strangers in your home and stuff like that. But if you can help somebody who's in need that you know, hopefully people are doing that. We really appreciate everything. Please check out our Etsy page. Please check out Peggy's channel, All Things Peggy. We just want to remind you guys, if you haven't already subscribed to All Things Peggy, please do so and check out her latest video. It's pretty funny. But we just want to remind you guys to get out there and do something good for yourself.
And for others
as well. Y'all take it easy, fam. We love it. And y'all stay safe.
Bye.
Bye.